Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga 1200 and we're going to be playing FIFA International Soccer, published by EA in 1994. So right at the start of the FIFA franchise. Now this game is really designed with the consoles in mind, so we'll see how the Amiga gets on. To get the best out of this, you do need to be using an Amiga, well, 1200, preferably accelerated, but this one isn't. However, 2-button joystick to do the various moves. So we'll see. We'll be controlling England, hopefully, in a single international game, and it will random up who I'm going to play against. So let's have it in English. So an exhibition match will do. We won't do a tournament or anything like that. So it's me versus the computer. I've already reviewed this on the Sega Mega Drive, so have a look at that one so you can get a bit of a comparison there. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Now, the best football games on the Amiga were Sensible Soccer and the Kickoff 2, in my opinion. Goal was good as well. So this one is a little bit different to that. This isn't top-down views or anything. It's an oblique view. You can do passes, chip shots, and shots on goal, plus your normal tackle. So here's the commentator there, though there will be no commentary in the game. Control setup, team coverage, team strategy, formations, all the things are there. It's early FIFA, and it's good to see a FIFA game actually on the Commodore Amiga. I think, to my knowledge, I might be wrong, to my knowledge I think this was the only one. It's football time. Reviewed quite a few football games on the Commodore Amiga. They tend to work a little bit better than the 8-bit era beforehand. It's just getting to that point where it can actually convey proper football games. Now, I will edit down the load times on this because it is quite long. It's the task, so it's England versus the USA. Now, this is just virtual, so if you're from the USA and I beat you, then it's no hard feelings. This is computers, and either way, if USA beat England, nothing the other way. Right, here we go, right. So I'm in white, USA are in blue. I'm kicking down the pitch, and they've taken an early shot, but my goalkeeper has saved it. Now, it's fictional players in this one. There's no FIFA license. You won't get photorealistic characters. This is quite early, so 1994. Come on, England, or come on, Nick, then, let's say. So it's the white versus the blues, if we want to be super PC about it. Right, come on. Right, a shot there. Let's try and dribble through. It seems to play quite well. Could be a little bit quicker, but as I say, accelerated Amiga 1200 would have done a better job than what I'm doing here. We're going down the pitch. Good. Shoot. Goal. Now, I didn't score a goal on the Mega Drive review, so we're already up, but it was England versus Colombia on that one. And an advert's come up for Adidas. Well done them. Those Predator football boots that professional football players wore at the time, and the Predator from the movie Predator with his Predator football boots on. Good goal. That was scored by Kevin Buckner, whoever that is. Hooray! The crowd sounds are good on this, aren't they? Listen to them, although the crowd aren't moving too much. So England 1, USA 0. Can we get another goal? Who knows? That was a good shot by us. Let's dribble, take it forward. So it's two halves. We'll just be playing one game. I think it's about 4 minutes each half. This isn't too bad. I mean, I made the mistake of reading reviews of this game beforehand, and it got slated, but I think that was a rather cruel, really. Maybe they was playing it on an Amiga 500 without a 2-button joystick. Playing this on a single-button joystick, it would be a bit of a nightmare. I think back in the day you actually used a combination of the keyboard and the single buttons there, but you definitely need 2 buttons, so, you know. Shoot! It's quite enjoyable. I'm preferring the console version, but it's doing a much better job than I thought it was going to do. I was getting ready to slag it off, but it's okay. I mean, the presentation's good, the graphics are good. Don't get me wrong, I'd still prefer Kickoff 2 and Sensible Soccer any day of the week, but this is a great effort and an interesting view. The problem with this view is you can't see much of the pitch at any single time. My strategy is quite poor. I am just booting it up the pitch. If you owned this one back in the day and put in some hours to it, were you able to pass it round with great finesse? Let me know, or was it just booting it up the field? I mean, I can't complain for that sort of thing, because my Kickoff 2 gameplay was always the long ball game. No aftertouch, I don't think. That was a good shot that I can think of. Oh, so I don't know what... Oh, what happened there? I think I missed a bit of the game. Not quite sure what happened there. Anyway, we continue on. The score doesn't seem to be on the pitch, is a bit of a shame. I'd like to see that constantly down the bottom there, showing 1-0. Maybe there's an option to bring that up, I don't know, but it should do that by default. Ooh, Right, okay. Now the crowd occasionally will sing one of their songs. Kick it. I can aim it to someone. Right, we'll occasionally do a chant, so hopefully that turns up. Join in if you want. Get it out your defence, lads. Get it out the defence. Boop. So 1994. So, you know, I think only diehards of the Amiga were sort of like around at this point, I guess. Tomb Raider was to come out in 1996 on the PlayStation. FIFA was getting into gear on the PCs. So, you know. But this is alright, this. I think it's because if you build it up with hype in your mind, you're going to get disappointed. Because I thought it was going to be awful. Like, awful, terrible, terrible. We have played some absolutely disastrous football games. This one, I'm mildly surprised. Presentation is excellent. Sound is excellent. Playability is not sensational, but animates quite well. I have to remind myself it's the first time I've actually played this version, so a bit of practice, you might be getting some strategies together. Yeah, but one review I read, it gave it 5 out of 10, and I thought that's particularly harsh. Maybe they were die-hard sensible soccer fans, been playing that all day, every day. Right, here we go. So, second half. Let's pass it around. My second fire button doesn't seem to be working all of a sudden, but anyway, that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. He's running up the pitch. Yeah. I was trying to dribble it just all the way there. Whether you can do that with the lesser teams in the game. There are quite a few to choose from. There's World Cup mode as well, I believe. Shoot! Well, that wasn't a very good shot. Right. I'm having trouble with the chip shot. Maybe I've got to do a combination of buttons together, maybe. Passing through. Nice through ball. Chance there. Oh, defender just got that in time. Not sure what other systems this come out on. Now, the next one in the series, as far as I'm aware, FIFA 95, I don't think that come out on the Commodore Amiga. Certainly come out on the Mega Drive, and then the whole series started then, 95, 96. We might have another look at some of those when I get some time. Time's a bit limited at the moment compared to what it was. Apologies there, but we will keep the channel going. Oh, the crowd are shouting. Come on, you something. Come on, who? Come on, you Reds, are they saying? Oh, I don't know what they're saying. If you know what they're saying, comment below. No, I don't know what they're saying. Come on, Juve. Juve aren't playing Juventus. It's England versus USA. Maybe they're saying, come on, USA, perhaps. I didn't sound very American. We're through. Shoot. Oh, it should have been a bigger shot there. Oh, man. At least I got a goal, although it was quite early. I think that was a bit of beginner's luck there going on. The Amiga 1200. Reviewed a few Amiga 1200 games, but not a great deal. Some of the games we've already reviewed on the Amiga 500. Maybe we'll look at the 1200 versions as well. There's Zool out there. Super Skid Marks is one I've been aiming to look at some point, but haven't been able to get it to work. Passing it around. Good stuff. Right, okay. I never owned an Amiga 1200. I was on the Amiga 500. I upgraded it to 2 megabytes at one point for some reason. And then it was there was a big gap. And then I got a PlayStation. So, you know, the jump was huge. Jumps were huge then. Spectrum to the Commodore Amiga. Then I went to the PlayStation. Then it was PlayStation. I didn't get the new PlayStation straight away. There's often a few gaps. So the PlayStation 2 a bit later on. PlayStation 3. Then PS4 now. PS4 Pro's out, but I don't own one of those. There's rumours that they're working on the PlayStation 5, whatever that's going to be called. So I'm guessing the gap between the 4 and 5 isn't going to be huge. When I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 3, you could be mistaken for thinking that's the PlayStation 4. Such is the leaps. The leaps are less. That's what I'm saying, from technical to technical. But this is Amiga 1200 days. Come on, get another goal, England. Come on, boot it forward. Oh, can't beat a good bit of football on a Sunday. Get up, sir. Why is he laying on the floor? Ooh. Come on. Now, I do like the early football games better than the modern day football games because there's not many controls to do. Here, there's about 3. Was that a goal? No, it was a save, corner. Here's about 3. FIFA 19, it's sort of like lost me now. FIFA 18 even, it's completely lost me. One could say, that's because you're getting a bit old, Nick. Learning the special moves is tricky. But I'd like to relax when I'm playing a game. If it's a fighting game, I like to beat the hell out of some computer opponent. I don't want to feel like I'm doing an exam or something. And that's like more of what it's like nowadays. Can't wait to get into VR though. Having said that, it's the end of the game. England won, USA 0. Can't wait to get into VR as it gets a bit better. England celebrate, and I think we'll leave the review there. So, hope you liked having a look at that one. That was FIFA International Soccer, published by EA in 1994. I thought it was okay. It was doing well for the Amiga 1200, but it's not as good as the console versions, and not as good as Sensible Soccer or Kickoff 2, but rather clever and great presentation. So, got any comments about that game or similar games? Then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Massive thanks to everyone that's subscribed to the channel so far and helping the channel grow, sharing it on various social media platforms. That does help get the word around. And until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.